Once a sailor in the U.S. Navy, Ruth Moore now shares a quiet life with her husband Butch and daughter Sam on a farm in Maine. They've fashioned their home into a place of comfort and calm.
All right, Dad, that makes some sense.
But because of two sexual assaults she experienced nearly 30 years ago, Ruth's own tranquility can never be taken for granted, and she continues to deal with MST, or military sexual trauma.
I would say that it's more sensory anxiety at this point. Crowds, loud noises, flickering lights. I'm very hypervigilant when I'm out in public. I don't often withdraw into myself, but I tend to get shaky and nervous, and then I realize, okay, something's happening here. It robbed me of my security. It robbed me of the belief in myself. I literally felt so useless, worthless.
The source of that trauma traces back to the late 1980s, after Ruth decided to leave home and join the Navy.
My stepfather was a Marine. My biological father was in the Army. I was young. I was 17. I went through boot camp, and then my first duty station, I was transferred overseas to Lodges Field Azores. It was isolated and remote, and I was assaulted by my supervisor.
She was raped twice, the second attack coming in retaliation for reporting the first.
In 10 minutes, total, between both assaults, my life was permanently changed.
Ruth was separated out of the military against her wishes, and for years would find it hard to hold a job, sustain a relationship, or even maintain hope. Her experience with both the justice system and the benefits claims process left her feeling frustrated, disempowered, and isolated.
And then things just started falling apart. It was literally my whole life emotionally falling apart. And the disempowerment repeatedly over and over and over for 23 years, it wreaks a whole lot of damage on a person's mind.
Ruth finally found the help she was seeking, the help she needed, at a VA community-based outpatient clinic like this one in Bangor, Maine.
And at that time in the history of the VA, military sexual assault was not well known. And looking back in the processing of my claim, they wanted to try to help me, but they didn't have the necessary tools to do it at the time.
Today, she says, VA has learned a great deal more about MST, including, increasingly, what to look for, listen for, and act on in their encounters with veterans who have suffered this trauma.
And I'm so thankful that people reached out to me and said, no, we understand that this is very real for you.
Ruth now dedicates herself to helping other veterans connect with MST-related resources, and she has a powerful message for VA staff.
It's an entirely different VA. I am an entirely different person. I have a wonderful family, and I really and truly feel like I finally have the supports that I need.